I Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kadash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are apostle elders that rule the great millstone, that have been set up through faith to help seal the elect that the Lord is bringing in these last days. And to you hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing this truth and staying strong. May Yahweh Bashim Yahushai seal his elect through this word, man, that we've been ordained to push, man. This is just a response to the apostle elders video that was just put up about these guys. I'll have the title put down there. Vocab and ITR intercourse, as you may say. You can clearly see these guys are just lined up. But that's neither, we've already seen that, look, if you love the Lord so much, you can't, certain things you sacrifice, man. But we're gonna jump right into it. I played a little clip here. I'm sure you brothers have already heard it, but the point I wanted to touch on was this. It's our rightful, it's right, what did David say? for a man to see the fall of his enemies, I'm gonna pull that up real quick. That's going into, hold on. Let me get that real quick. Because you gotta have a want for that, man. It's called payback. Righteous payback is that, man. That's righteous payback. It's just in the book of the Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. This is Ecclesiasticus 25:7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. All right, that's a joy, man. It's a joy to see Esau going through what we go through, because it says that they're gonna drink double, man. They're gonna get double of what they did unto us. So how is it gonna be nothing's gonna happen and everything is gonna be peaceful when they're gonna receive double, man? They're gonna receive double for what they put on us, man. Because they got to drink of it, man. We drank of this cup. We put that cup down, man. This is Jeremiah 25:15. And it says, for thus saith the Lord power of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of the fury of my hand and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. So these nations, these ones that touched us, they're going to drink of that cup, man. All right, they're going to drink of slavery. They're going to drink of being punished. Different atrocities are going to take place. This is what is promised. That's why it says in Revelations, man, add not or take away. When you're dealing with this book, everything is salaki for my voice, man. But everything in this book has to be filtered, and you have to walk a thin line when it comes to these scriptures, man. It says, for in the hand of the Lord there is a cup. The wine is red, and it is full of mixture. And he poureth out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. So the wicked of the earth, as we know, is what? Esau. And these other nations have co-signed to Esau and lived deliciously with him. They're not living in a lower state with us, so-called trying to suffer the curses with us, because it's not their lot to suffer it. But they're going to drink of the cup with Esau, man. Because they had a part and a hand in touching the apple of the Lord's eye, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So they have to pay. All right? So we're going to jump right into some of these precepts. The first precept I want to pull up is Isaiah. All right? Isaiah, that's why it's so important to look up words. Because you get a further understanding of the scriptures when you look these words up. And guys try to look it up, but they look it up for strife, man. To try to disprove the truth. They're not looking to edify. Slovakia. They're not looking to edify. They're looking to try to disprove and take away from the validity of this book, of the truth that's being pushed, man. All right, this is Isaiah This is the book of Isaiah 14:2, and this scripture came out this weekend also. And it says, and the people shall take them, who's them? These are the nations, these heathens. And the people shall take them and bring them into their place. What's that? The land of Israel. Okay? The land of Yasharallah. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and shall rule over their oppressors. So all the Spirit just had me look up the word rule, right? We're going to jump right into it right here. The word there for rule is radah. Radah, okay? Radah. And it says to rule, have dominion, dominate, tread down. Tread down, okay? So all we do now, this ain't no tricks. It's not 3-card Monty, like I always say. It's right there in your face, man. You're seeing it being brought out in your face. Okay. The word there for tread is walk in a specific way, a manner of sound, one walking. Let me put tread down. Tread down to or trample so as to press, crush, or injure something, usually followed by upon to tread on a person's foot. So when we tread them down, we're going to trample them, press them, crush them. That's why it says with the story of the rich man and Lazarus. He said, just dip your finger in water just to quench my thirst, man. The heat that's going to be put upon Esau and these other nations is going to be so extreme, okay? Because that's what the Lord has set up. And they said we're going to do according to his anger. So his anger is all love, and we're just going to treat him like normal so-called citizens in Israel? No, it's not going to happen, man. It's not according to the scriptures. And this is right in front of your face, man. It's right there. If you want to argue with it, go ahead. This is for edification's sake, man. Or whoever wants to argue with it. It's right here. Dominate, tread down, to have dominion, rule, subjugate, to cause to dominate, to scrape out. Now, I looked up the word scrape, right? It says to push or pull a hard or scrape implement across a surface or object, so as to remove dirt or other matter. So we're going to scrape this, we're going to fillet them, man. Because they filleted us. They took the bones off of us. They took the spiritual bones and our spiritual skin and tendons. And they also did that physically, man. They was chopping off slaves' feet. They were maiming Jake. They were feeding Jake to dogs. They were bashing our children against the stones. They did all these things, man. So we're just gonna be okay. It's all right. No, the Most High is gonna recompense them for the things that they've done. Rub or cause rub by accident against a rough or hard surface, causing damage or injury. So that's, hey man, how you gonna argue with that? How you gonna argue with that, man? So that's why looking up words is so important. All right, we gonna inflict damage on these nations for touching us, man. It's gonna be one of the worst slaveries ever lived through. Ours is gonna look like a walk in the park compared to what's gonna happen. And we're gonna have spiritual power, man. All right, those that can receive it. This is Jeremiah. I'm just gonna go through these precepts and just let the precepts cut, man. This is Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right. So now the word there for prey is baz. All right. Let me show you, Akim. The word there for prey is baz. And it says spoil, booty, rob, spoiling. So we're gonna spoil these heathens, man. We're gonna take their possessions. We're gonna take the things that the Lord has set for us to have, man. And we're gonna get it in. The word there for devour is akal, 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 and it says to eat, devour, burn up, feed, eat, devour. We ain't gonna eat them, but we just gonna be like we eating them, man. Devour, consume, slay of sword. So we gonna slay him with the sword. It says we should have a two-edged sword in our hand. It says to devour, consume, destroy, intimate, subject, i.e. pestilence, drought, devour. To be eaten, devour, consume, be wasted, destroy, cause to eat, feed it with, cause to devour, consume. Alright? So now I'm just going to go through these other precepts. This is Jeremiah 2 and 3. Jeremiah 2 and verse 3 says, Israel was holy unto the Lord in the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, saith the Lord. Evil is bad times, man. Bad things are going to happen to these nations that touched us, man. So if you touch us, you're going to have to pay for it. Bottom line. Bottom line. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Though he put us in your hands, that's still your downfall, man. All right. This is Psalms 149 and verse 7. It said, I'll start at verse 6. He says we ain't going to snatch little babies up and put them in prison. Man, we're going to do more than that. We're going to snatch the grown-ups, babies, all of them, man. They got to go into bondage. It says, let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth and the two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor, so it's not just we just gonna do it. It's an honor to do it. Have all his saints praise ye the Lord. All of us, we gonna get that. Even the 2/3, they're gonna come back in the reincarnation and they're gonna get it in. They're gonna get it in because that's gonna be the norm of the kingdom. So they're gonna be raised with that. It's not gonna be seem something weird. Just like if you raised with slaughtering cattle, you're gonna be used to seeing that cattle be slaughtered, man. So in the same thing, the Lord is going to allow the planet Earth to be ruled by the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in judgment to come from their hand. He says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. With thee will I break in pieces the nations, man. So how are these why are all these precepts linking up to the violence that's coming down the pike? This is Joel 3 and 8. It says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to put a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it. All right, so we're going to bind these heathens up. So, I mean, this is simple. Like the Apostle Elder said, man, look, these guys, they're getting worse and worse, you know. So the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is leaving these guys, man, and they don't realize it. You know, that's why it says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. It's a fearful thing, man. Delusions. This is Ezekiel 25 and verse 17. And it says, and I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebuke, and they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. All right? And if you see this, 25 and 14, Ezekiel 25 and 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Yasharallah, and they shall do in Eden according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. See? So this is gonna be the Lord's program. It ain't ours, man. It's not how we feel about it. It's not how we going about it, man. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing the work in our days, man. He's gonna use us to finish the task, man. So with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Hashem Rakar Kodash, man. Shalom, I can keep faith, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is working for us, man. Shalom.